Hey everybody, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday, or Thursday, excuse me. Can you hear me? Hi Sandra. Hello Gladys. Hey Mona. I do, I will explain everything in a minute. Hello Lorraine. Hi Kim. I'm just waiting on a few more people to come through so that I can explain what's been going on. And I am also going live with Katie at Greenland Quilters tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Time. So, hi Linda. I know I am trying to come back. It's just I've been having a lot of things going on, and I'll explain. So I'm going to start explaining, even though I'm trying to wait on a few more people. But um, in the since October, I kind of went downhill because of personal family issues or things that went just hit the ceiling fan for no reason. We've been dealing with a family member, and we have also, I am not just running my business and YouTube and TikTok and all of my social medias, because I have been doing some other stuff outside of my home, like running a gift shop and a library at the church. So I'm trying to get into figuring out a routine. Also, along with doing school field trips for the kid, but I am planning on coming back. And it may kind of seem like it's slowly, but please, and I'm also doing some changes in my own health. So I may start in the next several months not look like I usually am, because I have been working on losing some of my weight to help my health. But I do plan on coming back, and I do apologize for not being around. I know that Sandra knows what's been going on and knows that I am trying to make the comeback. So I know you will, Linda. So we're going to go over to the long arm because I have Sandra's quote, and it's the Halloween one on the frame. I know, you guys are also my family. I claim you guys as my family. You've all been here since I started, and I wouldn't change that. And I know I haven't been in your lives for most of you guys, but I am trying. So I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful holiday as well. I'm going to run the secondary camera over to the long arm, and then we will see. You'll see my hand for momentarily. Give me a second. That's a shiny light. There we go. All right. I have to be able to hook the machine back up, and I'm going to set the computer up real quick. And I'm going to do this in the dark, but I will be right here. If you do have questions, please be more than welcome to ask. I am not afraid to answer them. Even Sandra will tell you that, and Kim. And if it's something too personal, I will tell you off the top of my head. I'm going to go sliding back to the other end because I'm going to hook the brakes on. What I'm doing is trying to bring down my mark line to match it. Because you want to mark, I tend to mark my lines so that I know where I'm going to mark my safe space. So when I mark my safe space, I marked my things that help make the machine move so that I knew where my safe spaces are. Awesome, Kim. So I'm going to show you guys real quick so you guys know what I meant. When I marked on my machine to lock the mechanism, I marked where I put my safe space. So that way if it comes off, I can immediately know that that was my safe space that I need to move back over to. So that I'm not struggling to figuring it out or having to start over. Yes, spiderweb quilting. I'm going to pull it up in a minute. And dark gray thread. I put it in here. Yes, it is. I am just happy to be back on live right now and being able to quilt quilts because it was driving me nuts. I do apologize. It's taking me a bit because one of my software wants to be a pain in the butt. So what I'm doing right now is finding the top of the quilt because what I'm doing is so that I can figure out where the line needs to go. So I can make sure it covers and make it all pretty. And make sure it doesn't go past the quilt. Anybody have questions? Okay, I'll be right back for a second. I have to take a phone call, but I will be right back. I do apologize about that. That was my husband who decided to call me just right now because he's on break at work. So let's get back to this. So what I'm basically doing is seeing where I need the end lines go. Because where the needle is, I don't think you guys can see the needle. So where my finger is, that's where the needle is. I try to end it with the quilt. And then I go to the other end to make sure it fits inside the quilt. And most people do go outside the quilts. That's their choice. When I'm doing my customers, I'd like to make sure I stay inside the quilt and then go from there. Now we're gonna have it started. How many is gonna have a lot of family over for Christmas? I'll be right over. I just can't see the comments at this moment. Once the machine starts, I will. Thank you, Kim. Well, I always look at others to see what they do, to converse back to what I do, but I try. And the bounciness, I do apologize. I have no way to control that one. So I'm gonna turn off the camera of that machine, and I'm gonna turn on the light so you guys can see me. But I'm gonna turn that off so you guys don't get the shining bright light. Okay, here I am. I do apologize about that. Well, awesome, Sandra. Okay, June. I'm excited for everybody. I am actually making pies for our Christmas dinner. I do apologize for stopping for a second because I have a little Amazon girl over here who's dinging on me. So I don't know why. But my family asked that I do Dutch apple pie, pumpkin pie, cherry pie, and including key lime pie. So I'm excited. I hope you guys do have a wonderful holiday. I don't know if I'm going to do a live next week. It depends on what's going on, but I might. So that way I can spend some time with you guys. There might be a collab with the kiddo. I don't know if all of you know who my kiddo is. On you, I need to fix my thing. But how many know the kiddo? I do. And I'm trying to find her link, and I'm not doing really good with that. Okay, so we're gonna do a collab together over Christmas break. Also, I don't know what we're gonna be doing, either talking or whatever, or hanging out in here, and you guys get to see her. Prepare. She can show her face now, so you might have already seen her because that was her 12th birthday gift from her dad, and so we're gonna have fun with that. We haven't decided what we're doing. I also know I am planning out the next few years, or the next few months, not years, on what I'm doing. Tomorrow, my FPP live won't be until after I'm done with Katie, Greenland Quilter, so that way I can make sure I'm here for that one. And two, I have to go pick up something tomorrow so that I have those items. I have been working on projects. I've been doing swaps. The swap I'm in, we do it a row. And so you pick your own patterns that you want. You use your own fabric. I thought about doing these for some of you, but I am going to wait for a little bit so I can get caught up with everything. I have been doing testing patterns. I just want to quilt long arm for a little bit. So I know we are doing Christmas at my mom's house, and hopefully we have a wonderful time. Anybody else have a suggestion or questions? I can also implement, and yes, we're still continuing the foundation paper piecing. I may be using some that I've already printed out. We've got the one I want to do with you guys is a paw print of a puppy paw. I got a lot of different patterns here today. And as soon as I find my fabric, we're going to be working on this project so I can finish it. I was started cutting and then kind of just needed to take a break. If you guys do have suggestions of what we can work on together, or I'm thinking about doing it wouldn't be a Christmas live, but somewhere between Christmas and New Year, a Zoom live if you guys want to get up there, or a Zoom where we're just in a private room. I'm thinking about one of those two things. I haven't decided yet. It depends on how many vote for those. So I do hope you know that. Any questions? I know I'm kind of boring today. I do apologize for that. I just haven't been on, and as you can see, I destroyed my room again. And it's a horrible mess down that way. My goal is to actually talk about cleaning it up and organizing it out so that we can be able to live stream through the whole room so you guys can see everything. Anybody have anything else? I know. I will be honest, I went from, in the last 3 months, from 220 to 192. It didn't bother me to say it. It makes me proud of myself that I'm doing something. But I am trying to reach my goal, which is 165 pounds. Yes, these are ornaments hanging behind me. And these are what I've made. They're not just regular ornaments. Give me a second. These are ornaments that I made with paper. And these are little stars. And I made these, Linda. So they're little stars called the paper origami stars. But I love making them. I want to fill them up a little bit more so that they look full. Thank you, Kim. And they're plastic ornaments that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I just didn't want to put the tree up right now because it was already too late in the month. But I wanted to make sure those were put up. I do plan on finishing the vintage Christmas if I can. I had a couple other plans that I wanted to do in the new year. I know that this one was one of them. Champagnes and pearls. I want to work on that. Give me a second. I want to double check the quilt. Because it was making a weird sound. She was being a silly bobbin. Hopefully I'll have more goals for you, but I'm just hoping that I can. I always feel like I want to make you guys proud of me, which I know you guys are, and I'm always a people pleaser, but at the same time, I'm trying to learn to take care of myself first before anything else. So I'm going to switch the camera so we're at the long arm. So it's going to be black for a second. All right. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I was that way this year, and I really don't want to get that way anymore. I want to be on track, on time, because I got too many things going on since I am running this might be my last year at Holy Cross as a volunteer at the little school, my kiddo school. So I signed up to be a volunteer inside the church for the church library and the church gift shop. And so I'm trying to find my base. You know, when you start really had your own routine for so many years, I've been doing this for 9 years at the school. It kind of like one of those things. I'm like, I need to figure out my next routine coming so that I can keep on track with everything. So, anybody have goals that they're setting for themselves while the long arm is moving? I'm gonna clean and chat with you guys a little bit so you guys can. I know it might be the boring. I do apologize for that. Hello, kiddo. I was looking for you. I'm trying to help you get followers. So don't get little Miss Teenage on me. Girl to you. I know. I keep tabs on you, so does Sandra. Let's go see about the long. Trying to clean up all this mess so that I can put away stuff that goes. I know, but I don't want to be boring for anybody. And then there's another pattern I wanted to do. It's kind of a fun pattern. It's the Stormy from sea to shining sea throw quilt. So I'll put that back there. You keep these because those can get put up. At least my stuff is getting organized a bit. So let's go back over and start the row again. So basically on this pattern, you have to kind of pay attention to where, which one, Linda? You talking about this one or the storm at sea? This one? Because I'm going to probably do that next year. So it may be in those colors. It may be in some different color. So I'm trying to keep it where I can find it and put all the others back in its binder where it's supposed to be. If I can get to the binders. No. Okay. Yeah, I can. That is actually written to use an Alcu quilt die that I bought because I was going to do it with a friend of mine, Vibro Hessel. But I didn't make it in time to do that one, so. But I do have goals to getting multiple projects done this year. Especially, I want to get all my rips, and I want to find out and make a list. Hey, kid, you're gonna get me in trouble, aren't you? I'm about to say your name, and I don't want to say your name. What do you mean? Just because you're coughing, get a drink. You know Nana's gonna tell you that, and I will too, because she told me that for years. Not about you. All these ladies, kiddo, are gonna tell you, get a drink. If I want to say this, and let me get my face camera. If you have a project in mind and you want me to do one with you, please let me know, because I don't mind pulling up and finding the project. Half the time I find the patterns for my mother-in-law because they're trying to find it, and they know I can search until I find one. So if you do have a project in mind and you're like, I don't want to sew this alone, or I think this would be good, because I know Patty G usually sends me a message saying, hey, I think this pattern would be really pretty. Would you do this one with us? And that's kind of the thing of, I want to be there to help you guys. It's not like I'm just doing projects so that you guys, I know, but you keep making me go crazy. That's for the kid. Okay, if you guys saw my tongue go out, that was for the kid. Her and I have a little thing of sticking the tongue at each other. Yeah, I can do it too. Okay. How many wants me to do the UFO Zoom? Because I'm thinking about getting the package again and doing the UFO Zoom where we can work on our projects. And it doesn't, I know some of you don't want to do it live, which is fine. I can do it privately because it doesn't bother me. At all. Hi, Dorland. You just say the word and I will. Right now I'm just cleaning up because I'm trying to figure it out. At the same time, I try to make lists for Christmas presents, and I can't put that up there. Let's go back over the long arm and get that one started. After I base the sides down because I don't want it to move. Oh. Whoopsie. I will show you the quilt here in a second. Whew, toasty over here. Hi, Donna. Merry Christmas to you, too. I know you do. Hey, Mom. I'm just trying to get ready to start the quilt again. And then I'm going to switch over so you guys can see the quilt. And that way, I'm going to turn off the lights. So I'm going to turn the cameras off so you guys don't get the weird side blind. But you'll see me in a second. There we go. So what I did on the first row, I'm going to let that go. I kind of scooted it up and did a little cut so it kind of covers the quilt so it's not just a block here and a block there, so that the top of the quilt is perfect. Now I'll go this way so you guys can see. Yeah, it may be a little bit blurry. I do apologize. So we did gray thread and spider webs. So for some reason, never mind. I'm going to pause that real quick so I can put the camera back on so you guys can watch. Any questions to... Thank you, Mom. This quilt is Sandra's. It's her Halloween quilt. I cannot control the camera. I do apologize for that. But it's on a wobbly thing. But we can always have fun. I enjoy... My most thing I've enjoyed this year is long arming for others because it gives me something to know that I'm finishing their quilts for them. Also, being able to volunteer and help everybody else out. So, and Sandra's got amazing quilts. I am trying to do a, let's just say my kiddo had her half a day today, and so she's on Christmas break starting today, and I figured I'd take the time to start getting back into my business. And she's always got amazing quilts, Miss Sandra, because it comes out and it is beautiful. So if any of you have questions about anything, please don't feel like you can't ask me. If you don't want to ask out on YouTube, you can always private message me, email me, or go to my business Facebook page. So I hope you guys have it. So I'm going to go over and check and make sure she's doing okay. She is turning out beautiful. I am going to say night to all. I will see you tomorrow because I don't want to go too long, but I will see you guys all tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Time on Katie's Green Lane Quilters, which let me get the link so you guys can have that. Because she sent that to me tomorrow. So we have it. I will be sewing over there, but I will not be working on a whole lot of things, but I will try to work on as much. Here's the link for tomorrow's live on Katie's channel, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Be creative, be kind, be unique, and be you.